Joining us now is Lynn Hughes, editor-in-chief of travel magazine Wanderlust, who thinks that booze should be banned on flights. It's tough on the rest of us, though. Just fancy a nice, pre-takeoff G&T, isn't it?
Well, it is, and I must admit, I love a cheeky glass of something myself, of course. You know, you're excited, you're going somewhere. And, of course, the experience starts at the airport. And I did used to be one of those people myself who, having checked in and got myself comfortable, would go into the bar. Yeah, but
these Urbits are getting tanked up before they're, 2 hours before they take off.
This is the problem. I mean, you only need to go now to any British airport early in the morning. You know, you can be there at 6 a.m. and the bars are full of Brits, knocking back the pints. And absolutely getting legless, and the vodka chasers.
Well, can we not stop them getting on the flight, then? Can we not maybe have a breathalyser system, or just common sense? And if somebody is clearly tanked up, I'm sorry, you're not getting on the plane, mate.
Well, at the moment, the airport authorities are saying, look, we've got a voluntary code of conduct that we've brought in, and that's working.
It's not working.
Well, it's not, because numbers are increasing. And I think one of the big changes that's happened here is that so many groups of people are travelling together now, groups of friends. You know, not just stag and hen parties.
Is what you're
well, yeah, but, people going away for parties, special birthdays, special occasions. And so, to them, the experience starts at the airport. Yeah. And so they're doing things like buying duty-free, putting it into their luggage. Now, you're not allowed to drink your duty-free on planes, but people, of course, are very sneaky about it. You know, they're reaching into their handbags.
You don't want to spend, especially on those flights where you've got to pay for everything.
You've got to pay now,
you don't get a drink, as part of your ticket.
Exactly. So people are. So they're getting tanked up at the airports in the first place. And then, of course, what happens is at the departure gate, I mean, it should be that they shouldn't be allowed on if they're drunk.
Well, but of course, you're supposed to get 2 years in jail if you get on the plane drunk. That's
exactly, but it's going to take quite a shift, really, I think, for the people at the departure gate to really feel confident and empowered enough to say, no, you're not getting on.
But there was that flight I think we talked about was diverted to Bordeaux. I mean, people, missed part of their holiday because of that
Unfortunately, this is where, it's not funny anymore, because it's not just, the noise, the disruption. And imagine if you're travelling with children and there's all this going on.
You say that there's got to be a culture change at the gate so that they're not nervous about turning people away. Well, if I was actually a trolley dolly, I'd be really angry with my colleagues at the gate for letting these Urbits on in that condition. I'd be really angry with them, letting them down.
Yeah, but there has got to be a whole shift, because at the moment, there'll only be perhaps a couple of people at the gate, checking, getting people on board. And I think that just hasn't happened yet.
You're a nervous flyer, aren't you, Tara?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did my Fear of Flying course live on Good Morning Britain, as people might have seen. And before that, though, I would definitely need a drink before I got on a plane just to calm my nerves. So I'd be really worried about a situation where they're saying, look, you can't drink at all, because for me, it's a really big deal to even get on a plane.
But you could have one at the terminal, couldn't you? You could have a couple before you go on.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these ones that's literally downing pints and shots before I get on a plane. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think that would be my worry about an all-round ban, because then for people who do need it as a bit of a helping hand, just to be able to get them on a plane and relax them.
It's your honeymoon or it's your anniversary, you think, let's have a little bit of champagne before we... it's part of the experience.
Why should we suffer because of this horrible minority?
Something has to change, I'm assuming,
because... Something does have to change, because it's getting worse.
Well, excuse me, my proposal, I think it's really straightforward, is that we have a proper screening system at the gate. If you're looking a bit drunk, you don't get on the plane. So you don't get drunk, otherwise you miss your holiday. Simple as that.
I mean, there is a call for there to be... Some people have said, can't there be breathalyzers at the gate?
There should be what, sorry?
Breathalyzers at the gate. And maybe it will come to that, we'll see.
Can you imagine the
queues?
But
at the moment, of course, well, this is it, I think.
The delays and the queues.
I think this is it. A lot of airports are saying this isn't, it wouldn't be workable. We've got a voluntary code of conduct.
I don't think there'll be delays. Quite often you're sitting waiting at the gate to get on the plane. That's when you do the breathalyzer. You don't do it as you're actually queuing up, because you're right, that would cause delays. But, we all sit around for an hour.
And presumably they wouldn't do it for everybody. It would only be people they suspect.
And it doesn't stop you... The thing about that, it doesn't stop you smuggling the booze on, does it?
No, well, we want to know what you think. Should booze be banned on flights or in airports, or both?